Whether you're a new or established podcaster, hosting an episode completely on your own brings a whole new level of challenges until now. Because in this video, I'm going to give you the ultimate guide to solo podcasting, so you will have everything you need to know to be a successful podcast host. Hey, I'm Sophie, podcast studio owner, producer, and coach to chart-topping podcasters. And if you haven't already, download my guide to successfully launching your show in the description below. Now, my first piece of advice in what I'm calling the ultimate guide to solo podcasting is to speak to a topic that you have authority on. When you have a guest or a co-host on your show, you can get away with speaking about topics that you don't have a full understanding on and still have a naturally engaging podcast. Take it from me, after years in marketing, I can tell you that leading with your perspective is essentially what a brand is built on. Let's look at Nike, for example. Everything they put out now is just from a really recognizable lens. It's because of this lens that we're able to become die-hard fans of their content, their products, and their brand as a whole. Giving your audience direct access to your perspective is the greatest thing you can do for your personal brand, no matter what stage you're at of building it. I spend a lot of my time coaching my clients through hosting solo episodes, and it virtually always comes down to a mindset block. So if you don't feel like an authority on any topic, go and read up on it, go and experience, go and live, and then come back and speak to that. Just honor your own authority in whatever the topic is and just speak freely about it. There's no need to overcomplicate it. You just need to make sure that you are well researched on the topic. That really leads me to the second point of the ultimate guide to solo podcasting, which is preparation. You shouldn't feel like that you already need to know everything you want to discuss on your podcast right now. There's this really helpful little thing called research that you can use to help strengthen your authority and deepen your knowledge in any topic. I was actually working with one of my clients on this very thing. He was feeling very deflated because he didn't feel like he was an expert on any given thing that he actually wanted to discuss on his podcast. So what we did is we curated the titles of the episodes first, and then he went away and he researched on these topics so he could come back and draw from all of this knowledge that he had just researched in order to create such an engaging episode. Don't be afraid to reference other people's content or perspectives in order to strengthen your points on your podcast. So the next sub-point of this is script out your episodes. Write down what you want to say, the stories you want to talk about, the points you want to make, then take that massive script and format it into headings and dot points. I have a method to nail this that you get in any of my coaching containers and in my program called Scale Your Show. So if you struggle with this, I invite you to come into that. The next element of the ultimate guide to solo podcasting is to incorporate storytelling. Solo podcasting gives you the ultimate opportunity to strengthen your personal brand, and incorporating storytelling amplifies this again. The way to do this is to take your script and see the point you want to make, and instead of outsourcing your credibility to somebody else, you actually use your own personal experience of something you've seen, done, witnessed, whatever it is, and pull from that in order to elicit your point. When I do this on my podcast, I find it really helpful to share stories of what I've witnessed in my clients' lives as well as my own, because it gives my listeners multiple touch points to connect with me on a deeper level, which ultimately, once your listeners start to connect with you on a deeper level, they turn into followers and die-hard fans of your show. Okay, so the next step to the ultimate guide to solo podcasting that will give you everything you need to know to succeed is remind yourself that it is not live. Take the pressure off yourself to get it right immediately. You're not reporting live on Channel 7 News, and you can stuff up a million times in the room, in your own studio, wherever you record, and no one will ever know. Every time my clients bring in a new guest on their show or it's their first time recording, I remind them of this and they relax instantly. So do this for yourself too, and you'll surprise yourself about how easy it actually gets. That's when you won't only be a top charting podcaster, but you can pursue your public speaking career because you'll be a weapon behind the mic. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to be a part of the podcast domination team I'm building, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and get notified when I drop new videos.